Right here in the Add View Customers form, this is where you'd add a new customer. You can go search for a customer. Let's see, Renee. Let me see. I'll look for that. How about digital? I don't know digital. Here it is, digital map addresses, LP. One of our old company names. We have their own address.
Right.
Same phone number, same deal. This customer input form, Robert, allows you to search customers or add a new customer. Click this button, go through the steps of adding a customer, putting their contact information in, putting the city, state, zip, phone number, even email address, which is critical.
Right. Let me ask you, back there at that field, does it allow for a bill to and a ship to, or because a lot of times we send it someplace and they bill it another.
No.
Okay.
This here mainly, Robert, is to develop a customer database.
I got you.
So you can mail it. There you go. Bill to, mail to. That does have the not
okay.
Ship to, just bill to, mail to.
Great.
I guess ship to.
Right.
Same thing. Same
right.
deal.
Okay. I want to make sure because that's something in the past we've had clients that we sent the maps to and the invoice, but the invoice department never got the invoice. And as we did our queries and found out that these jobs weren't collected, we found out the only problem was that the invoice didn't make it to the right person to be approved.
Sometimes you may work for a field office and the invoice has to go to Dallas or Houston.
Right, or some other town, some other state.
Exactly.
North Texas.
but by filling in the customer's table, Robert, with your current customers or clients, when you do add an order, they're going to be available to on a pull down, so you won't have to.
Right.
Type it
you won't have to key them in. Good.
But, okay, we've gone through the input fields, add the employees, add customers. We looked at an order. How to put an order in. This little button right here, the search projects, is going to allow you to maybe pick a county. Show me other jobs I've done in this county, or maybe for this particular client.
Can you even pick by abstract, or how far can we drill down
this one right here
geographically?
Will go down to county, project number, field status or office status, the description.
Okay. I just wondered how far we had it.
Maybe the word pipeline in the description, or well,
okay.
or something like that. Maybe client, I can put a Chevron.
Yeah, that was a client we worked for many years ago for a long time.
And down here, the from date, the wild card is 1/1/1960 to today's date.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that like that. You can actually change that if needed. You can tighten it down to maybe 2 months this year.
Wow.
I'm gonna click there, and here comes a report here, and if you look at here, there's 119 pages on this report, and has a job number. It'll have most of the information you need. In case a client calls, hey Rob, and you did a job for me, about a couple of years ago, man, on the certain ranch. You can pull all the Chevron jobs or any client you have, or maybe give it a date range, pull it up, send it to the client, and you look like, hey man, you just helped me help myself.
Right.
By maintaining this database, you're actually going to keep a lot of information, not for your own purposes, but many times clients will call asking about an old job because why? They're not running a database.
Right.
They're not.
Right. They don't have a GIS.
They don't have a GIS. Their records.
Or they may not have access. In a lot of these bigger companies, the GIS department is a separate entity, and a lot of the actual people that are ordering the surveys don't nearly interact with them much. So I know in the past you've helped us out a lot helping clients.
And then clients will call and we give them some information that helps them, help us sometimes, sometimes help us get another job.
Yep.
So that search projects is a really cool feature. That Chevron's still there. If you want to run it again, I can backtrack over that and maybe hit a county, a New Aces. This New Aces, it's county pull down to the same list from the one we entered earlier, Robert. When we did
we had all of our counties. So there's some folks that are going to be working in 1 or 2 or 3 counties, and some that are going to be working all over.
Sure, there's
some in multiple states.
All the projects we ever did in New Aces County, there's 1,247 pages there for projects we did. And remember, we left data in this template so that we could demonstrate this template's going to be empty.
Right. When people get this, it's up to them to enter their job data. You're just using a database that has some information in it for demonstrating, so we can show show the power or a little bit of the power, because each individual is going to have different things, different priorities. These are things that have been important to us.
Exactly. This completed projects button right here, Robert, it looks a little different. Has some of the information. A lot of this information you see here is going to come from the orders form.
Yeah.
What you're going to do here, Robert, is maybe finish it out. You're going to maybe enter the project, what projection you were working in, what datum, what zone, maybe some information about location of wells. If it was like we did oil and gas work, this right here will allow you to key in X and Y's and maybe some stuff off old plats that you don't have digital data for, but you have a plat with an X and Y on there. You can
or have some old field notes that geo-referenced a job.
Exactly.
Using total station or using a chain and transit.
You can actually put in 100 or however many points you want to associate with this particular job number.
Right.
And we've kind of gotten away from this since we use digital downloads and from our data collectors.
Right. When we first started, we didn't know, and
well, all we had was paper plats.
Right.
I think that was the best way to go with paper
right.
plats, and we had some key in entry. We keyed in thousands of coordinates.
We sure
and,
did.
We're humans. We're going to make mistakes, but this is something you can use if you want to key in coordinates right off a plat, possibly.
Okay.
And here's where your equipment may come in. Right here is your pull down for your equipment. You can pick the type of equipment you use, the field book number and page, who drew it. If some of this information is not filled out in the orders form, it'll be blank here. If I did fill out the drawn by here in the order,
right.
You can do it here. You might have not known that when you took the order. Now you knew who drew it. It's on the plat. The CAD drawing or the plat's going to help you fill out some of this information.
Wow. Yep.
Here's the project notes, and here, this was a great project. You can actually add, like I said, a paragraph for these project notes and put some information that may help you next time you go out and work in this area for that client.
Right. Because we tend to go back either to or near jobs, as you well know.
One of the big reasons why we got the GIS.
Yeah, got started in it.
This orders list right now, Robert, and like I said, it's got some old data in it. It's a really large report. What comes from the data for this comes from, or the criteria comes from the project not either being completed in the field or in the office. If it's not completed in both or either one of those, it'll show up in this list.
Jobs in progress.
Yeah, these are basically jobs in progress. You can see 1,400.
We've taken an order, we've made a promise, but we haven't delivered, and it may not be our bad. It may be because we're waiting on more information or waiting for a decision from a client. But if it isn't billed and it's in progress, we can push a button and print it out, and once a week go over it with our field and office people and find out, is it a mistake on our part, or is it a mistake on their part, or usually if you think back, usually it's a communication error. We just need to call the client. They're thinking we're searching for deeds, we're thinking they're providing deeds, and there's no progress.
Exactly. And so these are just orders that are in progress. Many times we had meetings. Oh, that project's done. Well, somebody needs to update the database of this project doesn't show up in the report.
Right.
I can't say it enough, Robert. Keying the information into the database is critical.
Yes.
If the project is done, it was invoiced and billed out, and nobody addressed the database, then it shows up in the report. We still think this project is going on where it's already been billed, and the plat's been sent out and it's done.
It's part of the maintenance of the GIS.
Exactly.
This is maintenance of the data.